All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about everything Solana, so let's waste no more time and get right into it. Looking across the market, you're seeing majority of the market actually being down. Shouldn't really be a surprise to any one of us at this point, because of course, where you're looking at Bitcoin sitting, it just speaks for itself. Some coins are up, but majority of the market is down. Sol is down about 1.2% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative. Now, market cap is currently sitting at about $60.7 billion. The price is $129.81, also down about 0.5% in Bitcoin comparative. If you're looking at the 24-hour trading volume, is at about $2.4 billion. So in the grand scheme of things, the price of Solana is pretty much holding stagnant. But let's take a look at, what we could be expecting going into this upcoming weekend ahead of us. And of course, as we do go into Friday morning. If you enjoy these updates, you guys know what to do. But before I get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So Solana Floor, shout out to Solana Floor, of course, for going absolutely above and beyond with sharing these news, and makes it really easy for us to kind of discuss what's going on, and then we can get right into the topic of the price. So, Solana Foundation has announced. Look at this. Solana Foundation has announced up to $1 million in grants for developers, founders, and policy experts building the FinTract, a global network for interoperable financial systems, integrating stablecoins, stocks, NFTs, and more on Solana. But most importantly, this is what gets me hyped up. Solana Conference Breakpoint 2024 agenda announced. So key topics include Solana 2.0, the Solana network state, and none other than Fire Dancer. Now, this is what I am hyped for, as well as pretty much everyone in the Solana community. I think this could be one of the biggest catalysts for Solana's price, based on what it would do for the network itself. We know what has been happening with the network. We've seen the network kind of breaking down. I think it was back in April, I believe, April or May. It kind of went offline for a bit, and which caused a lot of panic due to the blockchain going offline. And again, I'm sure that is a right panic to be having. It's not out of the blue. People that were saying to other people that, hey, you guys are like overreacting. Absolutely not, guys. That is scary, but that's where the risk factor comes into play, right? But this is, I think, where the Fire Dancer launch will just change the outlook for Solana when it comes to that standpoint. And of course, obviously, time is going to tell, but boy, am I excited to hear what's being discussed about Fire Dancer, and I'm sure everyone in the Solana community is as well. Moving forward, despite the crypto market's downtrend, Solana-based DePIN coin HNT Helium has surged 74% in the past 30 days, emerging as a top gainer today among the top 100 coins by market cap. And I know if you're a part of the Sol community, you know what's happening with HNT. We're talking about real world use case. That's a perfect example right then and there. So shouldn't really be a major surprise to any one of us, because the Jupiter Exchange Perps exchange climbed to second place across all chains, hitting $624 million in daily trading volume and capturing 11% of the total market share. And last but not least, the only a core contributor to the Solana meme coin Bonk, broke the Guinness World Record by walking 38 dogs at once. Shout out to the only that is huge, of course, and as a Solana community, we're part of a family, and yeah, that's amazing to see. Anyhow, let's, and of course, while wearing the Bonk shirt, wow, I didn't even notice that. While wearing a Bonk shirt. So talk about eyes going on Bonk. Do you really think that only one person is going to look at the Guinness World Records of this specific? People love pets, people love dogs, and when they see this, I'm sure a lot of eyes on this, and of course that's advertisement in a way, if you can look at it from that point of view. Advertisement. Let's see if actually Bonk reacted to this. I'm actually very curious. No, it's actually down 4.6%. I think if this happened around March or April when things were going insane, I think this could have had an impact on the price. But let's continue to take a look at what is happening with the price. So as far as dominance is concerned, pretty much hanging where it was yesterday. Not much has changed. We're still on the verge of breaking towards a new yearly high. So in terms of getting excited, we don't need to be getting excited, as I've said in some of my other videos. Speaking about getting excited, I'm sure when you look at the price of Bitcoin, rather than even thinking about excitement, I'm sure you just have like a panic right away, because look how Bitcoin is looking. let's just look at it. You don't even need to be an expert to notice how bearish BTC looks right now. And if you've been following the channel over the course of the last few months, you know this specific level is something I've been speaking about, and how I don't like the price of Bitcoin sitting at this level. So pretty much the chance of us falling lower is still there. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. I think Bitcoin could fall lower because, of course, it's not at the critical levels. We did actually see a retest down to $55,000 a few hours ago. So, of course, that speaks for itself and tells you everything you need to know regarding Bitcoin momentum. But with that said, let's take a look at what's happening with Solana. So, Solana has been pretty much bouncing back and forth above this key support line, just slightly below the 0.50 Fibonacci retracement level. So, so far so good. The support that we've been continuously speaking about, I've been continuously trying to highlight to you guys as to how important the support really is for the price of Sol. And you're starting to see that really playing out, us getting that confirmation that, hold on, this is a significant level of support, because pretty much the price has been bouncing back and forth literally right above this key support. And this tells you that I'm not just bored on the charts and just going like this all day long. This is not what I do. This is, something that we need to keep in mind. These are major, and I repeat, major levels of resistances, that are obviously something that we need to keep in mind when we're doing technical analysis. And of course, we need to keep in mind the supports as well. So pretty much bouncing back and forth around this range. You can see we're still above that level as of now, but considering where Bitcoin is sitting, Bitcoin has a chance to drop lower, as I've said, and there's still some conversation, some analysts saying that, Bitcoin could go down below $50,000 once again, what we saw happening at the beginning of August. And if that happens, a potential retest down to the support at $107 could still end up happening. I know no one wants to hear this, but that's just the reality, and we cannot, just make things up. We need to look at it from a realistic standpoint. The one thing I would like to tell you is this is not the first time. We've seen it in the past as well. We actually saw it at the beginning of the year, around March. We saw the price go up to the $142, saw a wick all the way down to the 108, instantly bought back and made its way towards that yearly high that I've been talking about, which is at $209. Pretty much a retest into the 23.6 pretty much after 2 years. Last time this happened was at the previous bull cycle. So you guys get the idea as to what we're seeing, a pattern really shaping right in front of us, a sideways pattern between the 38.2 and of course the 0.50. And believe it or not, Solana is holding much better than a lot of coins right now. It's still within the 0.50 fib zone, and not a lot of people understand how big of a deal this really is. But we're going to take it one step at a time. Let me know down below what you guys personally think. What are you doing right now, and what are your projections regarding Sol in the upcoming days ahead of us, and of course weeks? Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. I've been Crypto ZX, and peace out.